The secret prompter Sony Digital Voice Recorder settings have been configured for optimal use with the secret prompter system. If the battery is depleted, or the recorder has been inactive, uncharged, or left on for a prolonged time, it will revert back to Sony factory settings. If this happens, both the initial settings and the secret prompter optimized settings will need to be restored. This video shows how to restore settings on the Sony Digital Voice Recorder, model ICD-UX560. For guidance on the initial settings, refer to the paper operating instructions that were provided with the recorder. Instructions on the secret prompter optimized settings will be covered in this video. To configure the settings, you need to access the Settings toolbox. Press and hold the back Home button to access the Home menu. A list of options will appear on the display window. Use the Rewind or Forward buttons to navigate to the Settings toolbox icon. Press the Play Enter button to select it. There are 3 settings menu options: recording, playback, and common settings. We'll start with recording settings. There are several options we'll be covering, so let's get started. Make sure recording settings is highlighted and press the Play Enter button to select it. Under recording settings, the first item is the recording folder. Select it and make sure there is a check mark by built-in memory. Important note: if you decide to use a memory card, you will need to change this setting. Short press the back Home button to go back to the menu. Next, there's Create Folder. Secret prompter users create their folders on the computer, so we don't use this option. Next, go to Scene Select. Use the down arrow button to navigate and press Enter to select it. Scene Select should be set to Voice Note. Again, short press the back Home button to go back to the menu and use the down arrow button to navigate to the next menu item, which is Record Mode. Select it. Record mode should be set to MP3 192 kbps. Press the back button to return to the menu and use the down arrow to navigate to Built-in mic sensitivity. Select it. For voice should be highlighted. Press the Enter button and confirm that the mic sensitivity is set to low focus. Short press the back button 2 times to return to the menu. Side note: as you navigate through the settings, if you need to go back one step, short press the back Home button. Next, there's External Input Settings. We don't use this option, so let's navigate to Recording Filter and select it. LCF Low Cut should be highlighted. Press the back button to return to the menu. There are other options in this setting. If you navigate down, you'll see VOR, Sync Record, and Auto Track Mark. They all should be set to off. Let's verify this. Navigate up to VOR and press Enter to confirm. Press the back button. Press Enter on Sync Record and verify. Press the back button. Press Enter on Auto Track Marks and verify. The next menu item is Playback Settings. There are 4 options: Clear Voice, Effect, Play Mode, and Playback Range. Now, let's go to Playback by pressing the back button 2 times and navigating to Playback Settings, then press Enter. Under Playback, Clear Voice should be highlighted. Press Enter to select it and verify that Clear Voice number 1 is highlighted. Short press the back button and navigate to Effect. Press Enter to select Effect and select Custom by pressing Enter. An equalizer will display on the screen. Use the buttons on the circle to adjust the EQ settings. To save the new settings, press the Enter button. Side note: the EQ settings only control the playback sound. Next, there's Easy Search. We don't use this option, so let's navigate to Play Mode and select it. Verify that one file play is highlighted. Press the back button to return to the menu. Then, navigate to Playback Range and select it. Verify that all range is highlighted. Press the back button 2 times to return to the Settings menu. The last option in the toolbox menu is Common Settings. We'll be covering 7 items. Navigate to Common Settings and select it. The first item under Common Settings is LED. This turns the LED indicator light on and off. The light indicates green in playback mode and red in record mode. Press Enter to select LED and verify that it is set to on. Press the back button to return to the Common Settings menu. The next menu item is the Screen Off Timer. Navigate there and select it. Verify that no auto screen off is highlighted. Press the back button to return to the Common Settings menu. Navigate to the Beep option. Select it and verify that it is turned off. Press the back button to return to the Common Settings menu. The next option is Language. The default setting is English. Other options are Spanish and French. Next, navigate to the Date and Time option. There are 3 choices under Date and Time: Set Date, Time, Date Display Format, and Time Display. Let's navigate up to Set Date and Time and select it. This sets the month, date, year, and time. Now press the back button and select Date Display Format. This allows you to change how the date displays on the recorder. Press the back button and select Time Display. You can choose between a 12-hour and a 24-hour clock. Press the back button 2 times to return to the Common Settings menu. Next, there's Sleep Timer. This setting allows the recorder to play for a specified time, then turn off automatically. We don't use this option, so navigate to the Sleep Timer and verify that it is set to Off. Press the back button to return to the Common Settings menu. The last setting we use is called Auto Power Off. This is one of the most important settings. If not appropriately set, the recorder will auto power off during use with the secret prompter system. To set the auto power off, navigate to that option and select it. Verify that it is set to Off. Press the back button to return to the Common Settings menu. There are 3 other options: Reset Format, Available Recording Time, and System Information. If you need to format the built-in memory or a memory card, use the Reset Format function by pressing Enter to select it. Then choose the appropriate option. Back to the Common Settings menu, under Available Recording Time, you'll see the remaining recording capacity and the recording format. If you record in MP3 192 kbps, the built-in memory can hold approximately 39 hours and 45 minutes. The system information shows the recorder model number and firmware version. Side note, the recorder is shipped with the latest firmware, and there should be no need to update it. This concludes the instructions for the Sony Digital Voice Recorder that has been specially engineered to work with the secret prompter system. If you need additional help, please email info@secretprompter.com.